Howdy YouTube, how are we all on this not very sunny day? Hope you're all doing well. This is my last video that I put out. Wanted to do another wee one. I've got the East Coast. I did say I wasn't going to do much to it, but I did buy a pickguard because I think it looks cool. For anyone who doesn't know me or hasn't seen any of my videos, my name's Frankie. I am a mental health nurse and I have been for a number of years. I don't do guitar reviews. I'm here to try and help people just kind of use a guitar to take their mind off things. Self-regulation is basically what the idea and the concept behind it is. It's about using rhythm, beats, all these kind of things to de-stress when we're struggling, which we all do at some point in life. So I'm hoping that people have checked out previous videos and I've had a wee nosy about the breathing exercises and the rhythm for self-regulation. Okay, essentially this isn't as I say in every video, it's not a one-size-fits-all. You know, this is something that does work. I know it does work through experience. So essentially what we're looking at is using this to take ourselves out of our own minds for a while. Okay, and it's something we can use regularly as well. So if you've got a day you know that you're struggling, I mean, I put the question, how are you feeling today? Are you struggling? Have you got money worries? Have you got worries about your mental state? Are you ruminating? Are you thinking about things that are upsetting and distressing for you? So essentially what we want to do with that is try and break that cycle for a while and get you out of your own head. And that's why we use one of these, a guitar. Another quick plug on that, it's an East Coast, £109. So if you don't have a guitar and you can conjure up £109 Andertons, down in England, £109. Cracking little guitar. Doesn't need to be an expensive guitar. All it needs to do is allow you to use some strumming patterns, allow you to use notes and sort of chord progressions to help. So we'll start off, me waffling on as always, but we'll start off and we'll maybe do some breathing and use like a simple chord to start us off. Okay, we don't need to be using, you know, amazing skills here. This is literally just, we're going to use a guitar, we're going to strum a chord, a simple chord, simple pattern, just down, and use our breathing. So we'll start off doing that, and I'll join in. Okay, so just go with D, or if there's a specific chord that you appreciate more, go with that. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to start off with breathing in through our nose and out through our mouth, and we'll do that a few times just to kind of get us relatively calm, and we'll just follow on for each video. Okay, so let's start. And do that until you feel nice and relaxed. And then we'll move on to the next one. Was the following video was the rhythm. So we can do that as well. And again, we're going back to how you feeling today. Are you feeling quite anxious? Are you feeling quite stressed? Do you feel that you just want to like really hit the strings? Do it. And again, going back to that video, the idea on that is you are going to slow everything down. You're going to slow your strumming pattern. You're going to slow your breathing down a little bit to help you relax. So that's just for beginning, you know, going back over and covering what we had done previously. So I think what we'll do is we'll have a wee nosy at sort of 3-note per string patterns. And patterns are really helpful. Why are patterns really helpful? Well, what we're doing in our own mind when we're getting anxious and upset and frustrated, we're ruminating about stuff. And because we're ruminating, it's a pattern. So you continuously get the pattern going over in your head of what it is that's causing this anxiety, this stress that you're going through. So we can use this as a distraction and use patterns to distract ourselves. So I might get into trouble for doing this, but you know, we don't need no education. And I know I'm using a telly for that, and it's pure blasphemy, but it's fun. So what we're going to do, essentially, and I think using this kind of, so using this progression or these notes is familiar to most people. Most people know it, don't we? And it's a lovely guitar piece that actually does help. It might get us into trouble because copyright and all that, I don't know, but we'll do it anyway, and you can do it at home. So 3 notes. So what's the first note? So we're going to come down E, A, D. So the 3rd string from your bottom E being your thickest. 1, 2, 3. Okay, into your D, and you're going to pluck that once, and then you're going to come to the 2nd fret, and then the 3rd. Okay. So you can do that continuously. If you want to jazz it up a bit, you can. Right, you can do that if you feel that you want to kind of jazz it up a wee bit, but a simple 1, 2, 3. So while you're doing that, try and use your breathing exercises at the same time as well. So remember, in breathing in, and essentially that's what I was doing at the beginning, was sort of summoning all the horses out there to come and pay us a visit. We make it up as we go along, don't we? It's all good. This bit does help though. So, if we do that for, say, 60 seconds, okay, you know, if we're having any kind of difficult thoughts, you know, sort of things that are spiraling, things that are making us worry, do this for 60 seconds with the breathing, do them together. So if you're doing your breathing and you're doing that with your guitar, essentially what you're doing is you the things that are worrying you and ruminating, and close your eyes when you're doing it. It really does help, because it you know, headphones are great as well. Drowns out external environmental stuff, factors, any kind of noise, anything external. You want to be solely focused on what you're doing. So if you can basically put a set of headphones on, close your eyes, concentrate and focus on your breathing, and concentrate on those notes. Okay, and do that over and over. Use that repetitive cycle. You're going to continue to do that, and that is going to give you that little bit of distraction from what is worrying you. And hopefully by that point you'll be able to say, right, okay, I feel more comfortable, I feel more relaxed, right, what am I going to learn today, or what am I going to play today? And use a guitar for, you know, the way you're feeling. If you are still feeling quite uptight, which I doubt you'll be after using the breathing exercises, doing your rhythm pattern, and then using just a 3-note per string. Okay, you should be nice and relaxed. So if you want to play the full song, I'm not very good at that. However. You'll feel more relaxed and want to play the guitar. You'll enjoy playing the guitar. If you pick up the guitar, or you pick something up when you're stressed and anxious and worried, you don't enjoy it. You put it straight back down, don't you? Because you can't focus and you can't concentrate. The whole point in this is for you to be able to focus, to utilize these as distraction techniques to take you away from difficult thoughts. That's the principle. Okay, it works. I know it works. I know it worked for me. I know it has worked for many people. So we really want people to sort of get involved in this, you know. And what you need to think after it, you know, when you're doing that and you do that for a minute, sit and reflect for a little bit. Did that help? Did it, you know, take your mind off things that you've been concerned about, worried about, anything like that? And ask yourself what changed, you know. So that's where you're using reflection. What changed? Did anything change for you? You know, were you able to focus on something else? Were you able to use that minute of sort of being able to come out your own mind? Do you feel more equipped after that to say, right, okay, actually I feel a bit calmer, I'm going to think about things? Because essentially that's what we do, isn't it? At the end of the day, it's about not worrying about it, but using problem solving techniques to organise things. But play guitar first and allow yourself to relax enough that you can kind of focus on this. And then once you're focused on playing guitar, and again, even for beginners, that's a cool riff to kind of learn. You know, you could sit and focus on learning that. YouTube videos, amazing guys on there that are teaching guitar. So if you've never really been a player, or you're just learning out, check out a lot of the guys that are on there if you really, you know, you want to learn. But you need to be in the mindset to begin playing guitar, and that's essentially what I'm trying to do. Is I'm trying to give you that focus, you know, give you something that sort of will give you a reset for overthinking things. Release some of that frustration and anger that we get. It kind of works for panicking as well. It's good for grounding. Okay, that's what I'm essentially trying to give you. I won't name drop. There are so many really amazing guitarists on YouTube that'll teach you. Most of them have got their own apps if you've got spare money and you're happy to do that. So if that's something and you're just a new player, you can certainly start to look into that once you're a bit more focused. And I tell you, there's something really amazing that gives you a feeling when you're starting out on guitar, when you can play one of your favourite guitarists' riffs or chord progressions or anything like that. So it is amazing. You get an absolute, you know, burst of adrenaline, and the endorphins and things like that are all buzzing about in your brain. Yeah, I would essentially urge everyone to pick up a guitar at some point, especially when they're stressed. Now, so just a recap on everything, please check out the other videos. The entire, you know, idea or concept behind this is to allow you to focus and use the guitar as a distraction technique to take your mind off of difficult situations you may be going through, and maybe allow you to focus, getting that respite from the worry and concerns, so that you are then able to focus on problem solving, whatever comes next. Use your guitar, practice it regularly, and use as much time as you possibly can. And when you're feeling frustrated and angry, sad, worried, panicky, all these big words, you know, of different feelings and things that we go through, this will help, and it will help you get through, and I hope I can help. That's the general idea with the video, with the channel, sorry, is it's just about people being able to see it and hopefully building that wee community. And once we build a community of people who are finding it difficult, you know, we can start chatting in the comments if there's somebody maybe struggling a little bit or anything like that. You know, I'm available to, you know, just have a chat. Eventually we'll do live streams and stuff like that, so that we can support each other, hopefully. So that's the general plan for the channel, and so hopefully we start to build that community. We've already got a few subscribers, which thank you very much, guys. I know I've stolen you for Steve Cassidy. By the way, if you've not seen Steve Cassidy, his YouTube channel is amazing. Jojo Fry Rocks, a great channel. Milehouse is amazing, but not for everyone. Dave Simpson, what a player that boy is. And you've got the usual guys that can teach you, like Justin Guitar, Marty Schwartz, and all that kind of stuff. So but yeah, I've stolen the subscribers from Steve, thank you very much. And hopefully we're able to get more and more people to look into the channel and they work together, and hopefully if I can help one person a day, then I feel like I'm achieving something, and that's what it's all about, isn't it? So thank you so much to the subscribers and the people who've liked and the people who've commented. I really appreciate you all. If you are struggling, try these techniques and see how you get on with them. And again, please leave some feedback in the comments. I appreciate that. If there's something that we can maybe look at with changing the channel or something to add in, I appreciate that. We can look at it, and certainly feedback on the videos. I would love to know if it's helped anyone just to get out of their head for a little bit. So thank you for watching the video. If you managed to get to all the way to the end of it, I do appreciate it. These are all unedited at this moment in time, so I kind of try to have a little bit of fun with it as well. And so shit playing and things like that, you'll see lots of it. Right, so I'm not going to edit any of that out, right, because I'm not an amazing player, and you don't have to be either. Okay, so again, thank you very much. Appreciate everybody's time, and I hope you have a great week. Take care. Bye.